Okay. To any of yins who want to know, I'm very sorry that I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. I really didn't even know if I was going to be live streaming. I ended up hitting a point where I was a little weak, so I had to lay down. But I'm now here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be painting, but I pulled out all kinds of colors and shades, and hopefully I'll come up with something. And pulled out all kinds of brushes and everything, so I'm just going to go with it, and hopefully I will conjure something up. I've got somewhat of an idea, but not a complete total idea, so we're just going to give this a shot and see what we come up with. So right now I'm going to be using light blue, and I'm going to add just a little hint of a pink. I got portrait pink, but I don't know if I'm going to do portrait pink or if I'm going to use it is light magenta. So I don't know. I have no clue what either is going to do, but it's going to kind of be similar to a sunset black, but at the same time not entirely. So I'm just kind of see what we come up here. Y'all go on ahead and give a like, and if you're not a subscriber, go on ahead and subscribe, and you'll be able to see other videos of mine when they come out, and can make new friends and everything. I really don't know what this is going to do. No clue. Might add a little bit of white to it. And that doesn't even really change the shade much. So I'm going to add a little bit of unbleached titanium, which is basically just the same as an off-white, or like a creamy white fleck. Hey Terry. Yeah, you're here. Hello, Dawn. Yeah, this is that app that Mark had found for me. I think it runs better on internet. Apparently that's what it actually expects, because for the short while that we ran it yesterday, it didn't give me any trouble. So should be able to watch the entire stream without interruption, which would be awesome. But anyway, I was really considering whether or not to even come on tonight. I ended up feeling extremely weak right about a half hour before it was time for me to even start up. And I had to lay down. I didn't take a nap, but I literally had to lay down. So hubby said, "Hun, you need to tell everybody." And I thought, boy, okay, if everybody wants to know, I'm going to go on ahead and stream. And sure enough, when I got up, I was feeling a little better. So it's amazing what laying down can do. I think maybe my iron's a little low or something. Anyway. Or maybe it was the fact that I hardly had any protein. I don't know. Or not enough fluid or something. Who knows? Yep, it works on the phone and the tablet. You know where YouTube's got the rule that you can't live stream on your tablet or phone until you reach a certain thing? Oh, so your aunt finally passed away? Well, at least she's not in agony anymore. So anyway, yeah, Mark found an app that allows you to live stream even if you're a small YouTuber. But it wouldn't work properly on just LTE. And so, yeah, I know. I don't think I had enough protein, Dawn. And I think I'm somewhat dehydrated because the water's really going down good. Going down easy. That's one good way of knowing that you're dehydrated, is if you can drink a lot of water and you don't feel like you're drowning. So yeah, anyway, with the fiber optic internet, apparently this app is a very happy app. I was really wanting this to be a little bit pinker with just a hint of blue, but apparently the blue is dominant, even though it's light blue. I'm going to have to invest in those broad sponges again. They make doing a whole canvas so easy. Like, just swipe right, you've got it. No time flat. And I can get a 3-pack for like $1. So I'm just going to have to invest in a bunch of them. I have no clue what I'm painting. I really didn't have a mental plan, which most of the time my greatest work is where I don't really have a plan. I just go with it, and then as I see it appearing, I know more of where it's going. But it seems like when I plan on something, when I've got a mental vision, it does not happen. It ends up looking like a cartoon or something. It's pathetic. I might not be Bob Ross, but I sure do like to paint. Oh yeah, where you're blind in that one eye? I will tell you this, that when I use the app on the phone and I'm trying to read the chat, I can't. The print is so tiny. I do better to still see it on the tablet. And that's what I've got doing right now. I've got my tablet running, so I'm actually watching the live stream as it's going, and I can see it so much easier. So how's those lifesavers working for you to help you stop your vaping? You know, before you even done that video, I had a feeling that you was the kind of person that smoked or something. I had that feeling. I guess I've been around smokers enough, I can almost see them. Even though, you know, like I'm not watching for them to smoke or anything, but I just kind of had that feeling. Could have been the Holy Ghost letting me know. I grew up with smokers too. Mom and Dad smoked, and they quit when I was around 12, 13, and then I married a smoker. My now husband doesn't smoke, but my ex-husband does. He smokes. And then my 2 girls ended up picking up smoking, so I'd been exposed to cigarettes. I tried to take up smoking, but my body wouldn't take the habit. So I was able to just not ever start. Don't know anybody that can do that. My body won't even get into the habit of doing pills, which is a good thing. Thank you. Yeah, I know. So they're not helping you one bit with you not vaping? I don't think you're looking for the menthol anyway. I don't think you're looking for the mint. I think you're still looking for that nicotine. And in that case, Lifesavers isn't going to do diddly squat. At least you're trying. Oh, did you? Well, I hate to hear that, Dawn. You would have yourself a decent little group. Yeah, maybe you can try again someday. And don't completely give up on it. You might be able to again. But have a whole lot to do with your connection too. If you've got good connection or whatnot. Or how old your computer is or whatever, you know. All kinds of different factors. Maybe I should have put my canvas tall instead of broad. I put it in what is it called? I don't have it in portrait mode. I've got it in landscape mode. That's it. Trying to think of what those are called. Possibly I'll be able to make up the rest with the land. I don't want to try to make another batch. I don't exactly know the ratio. End up making it all off. Yeah, it's almost like a ocean sea foam, isn't it? I can imagine. My ex-husband has been trying to quit for years. He's tried vaping. He tried the nicotine gum and smoked while chewing it. And it says plainly on the package, do not smoke while chewing it. That didn't go well. He wants to quit. He wants to quit so bad. But He's one of those. He's easy to form habits. He's one of those easy habit forming people. It doesn't take much at all for him to get addicted to something. He's addicted to candy, to soda, to he really isn't addicted to chips because he's only got top plate dentures, so therefore if he eats chips it cuts his bottom gum. He used to be addicted to drugs, and praise God, when I left, it made him responsible for the kids, and he actually got off of drugs. The best thing I did for that man. Out of 23 years being married to him, trying to help him stop doing drugs, and he didn't quit until after I left. He had started doing speed diet pills before I'd ever met him. So he didn't have responsibilities, but because we had the kids, and the kids didn't want to go with me, they wanted to stay behind with their dad. That made him more responsible, and therefore he quit. But I'm happier for him. He's got a better attitude about life now. He's an easier going man. But he still hangs around with the wrong people. Hello, Savannah. I really don't know what I'm painting right now. I'm working at it, and whatever comes. If it ends up looking hideous, it comes out looking hideous. If it comes out looking like something, then I get a pat on the back. I came in, the only thing I knew for sure that I was going to be painting was a mountain. That was it. Those seems to be my best work, mountains and oceanscapes. I guess I ought to try to put some clouds in there before I do a mountain. That would help. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some clouds in. So I'll go right back to my titanium white, my unbleached titanium rather. And let's see. And just the tiniest hint of black will kind of make it look like the clouds are somewhat a little loaded down, and they want to release us a little bit of rain, but not much. We'll put some clouds in here. I think clouds are about the easiest to paint seriously because they can come in all kinds of styles and colors. There is no absolute uniform in clouds. There really isn't. It really makes it easy to paint them. Yeah. The blue blue has a little bit of portrait pink and unbleached titanium mixed in with where'd I put it? It's up somewhere. Well, shucks it. Yeah, with regular light blue. That's what I came up with. Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. It shows I don't have any likes. Has anybody remembered to put a like? A like would be greatly appreciated. I don't have anybody saying like. Everyone hit that thumbs up. So I'll say it for myself. Julian and Mitch asked if I was going to stream, and I told them shortly, but I don't know. They may or may not show up, I don't know. And I'm adding a little bit of darker clouds. I added just a hint of black. You know, I tried so hard to paint clouds like Bob Ross, and I discovered that clouds are not ever a definite, ever. They are in all kinds of shapes and shades and featherness and thickness, and it just, you can go hog crazy with clouds, seriously, and not worry about it, because they just, you can come up with all kinds of things with clouds. I actually discovered that on accident. And if you don't like how a cloud looks, just kind of feather it out. You can get a little slow trying to stream when you're doing a painting, because you're not really involved with anything, so it's really a matter of anybody wanting to just sit and watch. Hey Julian. Sorry I'm late, pal. About 30 minutes before the stream, I seriously ended up feeling weak, and I had to go lay down. This is just basic black. Well, at first I didn't think so. I don't think it can be either, Savannah. I really don't. I don't believe anybody will ever be able to replicate his work. But I tell you what, we have took great inspiration by watching it, and we know a general way of painting, and that's what really counts. We've all got our own, how can I describe it, our own look. Like, it all comes out our own way, but at least we know a general direction, a general way of doing it. But yeah, Julian, at first I didn't think that I was going to be doing a live. I didn't think I would be able to pick up any energy. But hubby told me I needed to let y'all know I wasn't streaming. And when I got up, I actually felt that I had enough energy to do so. Because I was thinking that tomorrow I'd just go on ahead and do a painting instead of today, but also thought maybe I didn't have enough protein and not enough water, and so maybe I was just dragged down. Well, where's your brother tonight, Savannah? This is a I can't even remember what they call them now. It's similar to a painter's knife. I mean, they don't call it a knife. When it comes to me, I'll tell you. Spatula. It's a spatula. Almost looks like a mountain that's peeking up out of the right clouds down here. That's what it almost looks like. Yes, it's a mountain. It's the beginning of a mountain. I think I'm going to expand it just a little bit, a little more here. Kind of pull it out some. Alright, it's got a little bit more of a foot. Go on ahead and do it here too. Extend it a little. I've almost kind of got in mind of it being like a volcano. That's what I was kind of thinking in my mind. I don't know if that's what it's going to end up being or not, though. Alright, I am using titanium white. I might use more of the unbleached titanium too. It's amazing how much white a painter goes through. Seriously, it is incredible. So much white. They almost go through as much black as they do white. But white, oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, you've got to have white. No ands, ifs, or buts. You've got to have white. It's kind of cool how it becomes muddied like that, and it actually gives it the appearance of how. Sorry about that. The phone had actually gotten overheated and had to shut down. The phone had to shut down to cool off. My goodness. That's the one thing I have to say about Streamlab. For some reason, it overheats my phone. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand that. Shouldn't even do that. Who and all's here? Let me know who's here. It shows that there's still 3 on here. Who and all's here, please let me know. I am using unbleached titanium to put some crevices in. Kind of give a little bit of texture like. Hi Dave, thank you. Trying to put a little bit of depth in there. Sorry I've been really busy, that is why I've been away, not because of any trolls. I hope you don't have them anymore. Quite frankly, Dave, it seems like they have all left. We haven't really had any more trolls, which is a good thing. I mean, we never tried to make any trouble for anyone anyway, so you know. There were some major problems there, but it seems like everything has been resolved. So I do hope that everybody is doing better for it and that there isn't any more trouble to be had or seen. Yeah, it's not fair for anybody to have to deal with anything like that. And I don't care who it is. last time I was in the chat, there was some young lad who was being bothered by them. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't think he's being bothered anymore. I'm pretty sure he actually left YouTube. Might be for all the better though that he did. Different circumstances, so it's probably a good thing that he left. Quite a bit of black in there. I need to lighten that up somehow. It's not supposed to be so shadowed. Guess I'll just kind of smear the bleached on it and kind of muddy it there. Lighten it up some. And give it different texture and shadowing. The positive message you put out there. I watched some of your other videos when I had time. Great about the weight loss. Thank you. I pretty well quit doing the journey vlogs because like my message was repetitive, going up and down in weight and not really giving anybody like a how-to and it's this and that. But what I'm going to be doing is periodically I'm going to be giving an update on how my weight is. And it seems to me like a lot of people prefers that, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And that kind of leaves me more time to do more things and not so much be under pressure about delivering. And yeah, that makes a bit of a difference there. I'm one of these perfectionists though. I'm not good with well enough. I have to see if I can make it even better, which usually my better ends up being the worst. So I need to learn to just leave it alone when it looks decent. I am so bad for not leaving well enough alone. Seriously, I am horrible about that. Again, even if it was up and down a tad, it still shows determination and fortitude. And that's admirable. Shows a lot of other people to keep it up no matter the setbacks. I bet it's overheated again. Daggone it. Overheated again. Not really. Yeah, really. Shoot. Okay, I'm stopping this and restarting it. Alright, let's see if it stopped buffering. Hey Mitch. It shows it's buffering on my tablet. I don't know if it's truly buffering or not. It's not buffering, well then it's on my tablet that's buffering. Okay, I guess that's better now. Whoa. That's what everyone was talking about. It shows up on the screen. Whoa. Cool. Okay. That's neat. I didn't know what everybody was talking about, saying, cool, it shows up on the screen. Like, huh? Okay. Alright, I am going to cap the top of this mountain. How are you today, Mitchell? Cap it here. All right. I don't know if I'm done with this old mountain or not. There maybe not. Alrighty. Yeah, I think I am now. Oh, this is just something entirely different, Mitch. This is something completely different, buddy. Anyway, I do believe that all the troll trouble is done. I believe it's over. I don't think we're going to be suffering anymore. No one should have been suffering anyway, honestly. There shouldn't have ever been any trouble. None. I really rather not talk about it, Mitchell, because it ended up becoming something more personal to somebody else, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to bring it up. So this is just something that I'll keep to myself. Not to mention, I had promised that I wouldn't never mention it, and I'm not going to, so. Sorry, bud. Just one of those cases that it's better not to even talk about. No, it's okay. It's perfectly okay. I mean, you know, it wouldn't be any worse than Julian wanting to know, right? But some things, when a person says that they promise not to talk about something, that's the way it should be. Oh, Dylan's doing just fine. And no, this was something completely, totally different, Dave. Something extremely different. Completely and totally different. Alright, I don't have my original creative crew, so I am going to ask you all. I really should have done this bottom first. That's what I should have done. Instead of the mountain. But in a way, by putting the mountain in, that allows me a chance to kind of put some ground texture up on the base. So I'm going to put some colors out here to you, and you all kind of tell me what you think. Should I go with the grassy knoll or like a sandy bottom with a little bit of grass? I have got deep green, sap green, light green, Pfalio green, or however that's pronounced. Only Bob Ross knows. Burnt umber and a yellow ochre deep. So should I do a sandy bottom or a grassy bottom or what? You are one of my original painting pals. You're my creative crew. I said I don't have all of them. Julian was in, but he had to go. I don't know if he'll be back or not. I don't know, seeing the color that I am using, it's all blending right. So, I mean, the colors are truly blending properly. I don't want to end up putting a color in there that's not going to work right. Yeah. Yeah, Savannah's Dylan's sister. Green? What shade, bud? Dark green or light green? No, I had showed like 4 different shades of green here, so I'm asking you what shade. Green is an option, but which shade? It's okay. I think maybe the sap green would really work good. It will go the best with this. What do you think? This is the sap green. This is the sap green. This would be like number 1. And then we have got a deep green, which would be number 2. And then we have got light green, which would be number 3. And then we've got Phthalio green, which would be number 4. Number 1? Yeah, I think so. So it'll be sap green. Sap green does really good to make like the colors for pines. It is amazing. And this stuff dries on the bottle. It's kind of like a rubbery texture. I'm getting paint all on my nails. My nice nails. That's what it's like for painters. I'm going to have to get me another bottle of sap green. I am about out. I have used so much of it. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, I think I'll use my bristle brush. That way it'll kind of look not so solid, but I'm not wanting to dab it on so much, but at the same time I'm not wanting it to look solid. I hear you. Almost looks like rolling grass, doesn't it? Like tall rolling grass. I've never used this technique before. That's kind of turning out good. looking nice. It's giving texture, isn't it? It's giving depth and texture. Phthalo? Yeah. I'd have to listen to Bob Ross again. I think you're right, though. I think you are right, buddy. You probably are. I haven't watched a Bob Ross for a while. I need to watch him again. Get some more ideas for techniques. I've kind of forgotten. But yeah, this is kind of adding depth and texture to the ground. I hear you, Catherine. Oh, do you? I love watching The Joy of Painting, but like I said, I haven't watched a good segment for a while. I really desperately need to. I have always loved watching that man. Him and his work, it's incredible. Are you a painter, Mitch? Or you just like watching? Catherine, honey. Wow, it is amazing doing that technique. It really does add depth and that is incredible. There is a Bob Ross YouTube channel that has a bunch of full episodes uploaded for free to watch. Yeah, I know, that's where I've watched a lot of them. I don't have any good paint, I just have watercolor and oil pastel crayons. I tell you what, my first paint was with a starter kit. A simple starter kit with very plain flat canvases. And I had itty bitty little tubes to work with. I used up those tubes in 2 paintings. but I enjoyed painting so much, I took off from there. Hubby was very supportive of it. He helped me invest in canvases and tubes of paint, and I literally, I took off. In the first 2 months or so, I ended up painting at least 15 paintings. I would say easily in the first 2 months, around 15 paintings. I absolutely enjoy it. Some of my paintings is actually with my kids. Man, I could almost sell that. I could almost sell that, Mitch. This definitely is going up on my wall of fame. Most certainly. I love it. Well, I hope so. You might enjoy it. You might totally enjoy it. I love painting. I really do. And it seems like my best work is when I don't even have a clue of what I'm going to paint. Well, that looks like a very small mountain. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. A very small mountain, either that or very huge field. Alright, now I've got to add some things to this. I don't like how this has turned out though. There's that perfectionism coming in. Doesn't look as good as the other side. Oh, but that's like a little knoll right there. That's a little rise of a grassy knoll. Yeah. With the different colors and shades just through that sap green, I won't have to add any other green to it. Well, it's already reaching into the sky. So what I need to do to make the mountain look bigger, I need to add like smaller trees in the background and then larger trees up front, and that will make the mountain look further back and taller. I pulled out my fan brush. Okay, who's still with me? The phone overheated again. That is the only problem with using the Streamlab. It seems to overheat my phone bad, which isn't good. Alright, I am going to use, let's see. I don't really want to use that. Where'd I put the other? Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of deep green. Use my trusty fan brush. Man, I haven't used this for a long time. And we want to put a pine out here. I hear you, Catherine. Yeah, Mommy hears you. All right, Mitchell, love you, buddy. Hey, Dylan, glad you're here, bud. Thank you, Dylan. I'm having a time with this Streamlab. It works good for just a short time, but it overheats my phone and then I have to start the stream over again. So this stream, the painting, is going to be like in 4 or 5 parts or so. With different people on every part of it. No guarantee about what view time or what I'm going to be getting out of it. It's crazy. Let's see, put a little, just a hint of sap green on it. Now let's get a little bit of light green. This is where we really add depth to it. You know, honestly, Dylan, I don't know why the heck I can't have just a good old-fashioned stream where everything goes right. No buffering, no weird sounds, no cut-offs, and just a nice straight stream. Man, it'd be good if you'd have a nice straight stream too. I think you discovered you work best if you're right next to the Wi-Fi. But I've got fiber optic that runs throughout the house. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually make it to the end now. That Streamlab actually makes the phone overheat. That's not very good. I wonder if it would do the tablet the same way if I was to use the tablet to stream it anyway. To stream it instead. There we got a nice full little pine behind the mountain in the distance. I'm going to add some deep green at the base of the mountain here. Kind of give it a look of there being a bunch of trees, perhaps. That way it will make it look even bigger. I hear you, Catherine. Meow. I hear you, Catherine. Yeah, Mommy hears you. Mommy hears you. Yes, I hear you. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. I hear you, girl. Yes, Mommy hears you. Yep. Yep. helps a little bit. I'll let Catherine out. Ain't gonna do you much good, girl. I'm not putting your bowl out until I get out there. No. Mommy ain't putting your bowl out. So you just whine away. Oh my goodness. That is literally what our cats do. They just sit and meow and keep doing so until they get their desire fulfilled. Yeah, seriously. Now I've got Catherine on a diet, so the cat's out of luck. I will get her bowl down when I get in there. She's got food. It's just a matter of me putting the bowl back down for her. I mean, this woman's got to do what she can to get her cat to lose weight. But that has a tendency to really make the mountain look taller, because it looks like a bunch of trees at the base. I should have done that before I put that pine tree back there. Now that pine tree looks humongo. I know how to fix that. I know exactly how to fix that. We've got a smaller mountain back there. Seriously though, Catherine was probably well on her way to being 13 pounds. She is already like 12.5 or so. So I'm hoping that now we've got her down to about 11 pounds. It's driving the cat nuts though, because she's not getting all the food that she wants. Did that kick the streaming out or no? I should actually put it, well no, I can't put it on airplane mode. It won't accept it because it cuts the internet off of it. I hear you, Catherine. Yeah, Mommy hears you. Meow. 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 I'm going to use my little spatula here. I used to use my big one. Anyone all still here? Yeah, I know you are, Catherine. I hear you. Who's all here? Shows I've got viewers, but I can't tell. Oh wow. Sorry to hear that, Dave. Having broccoli stuffed chicken with Brussels sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts. Oh, that's okay. I mean, you guys do what you have to be doing, but Yeah, I do. I hate Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh, I hate Brussels sprouts. Gag. Hope you all love them. My mother likes Brussels sprouts real good. You know, I don't even know if my brother likes them. I've never asked him. But Mom's rule was we had to eat everything she fixed, even if we didn't like it. At least one spoonful, or if it was a piece. So I don't like yam, and I had to eat yam too. Had to eat sweet potato. Ugh. Had to give me one piece of sweet potato, had to give me one Brussels sprout. Man, I know how it is about students, Dave. My father-in-law, he's a professor and he has to deal with them. Trying to let that dry a little so I can not wanting too much white on it. The downside of doing mountains, Bob Ross, like, he's done with a mountain in no time. Me, I gotta keep working on them. I'm not satisfied with my mountains. I hear you, Catherine. Yes, I hear you. I hear you very loud. Everybody else hears you too. Hello, Anthony. I love Brussels sprouts and asparagus. They need to be roasted in oven with olive oil. Now, asparagus isn't so bad if it's fixed right. Um, hey Dylan, when you're doing your cars, do you ever sometimes overdo it on something and you get it to the point that it's just a little bit too smudged where you keep erasing to perfect it? You just can't find what you're looking for whenever you sketch it out. You know what you're seeing, you know what you're wanting, but you're just not getting it. It's kind of disappointing when you end up overdoing your work, isn't it? Just can't get that right point or that right detail. Or in this case, I just can't get the right snow cap. I think I'm actually overdoing it is what I'm doing. And it's becoming nothing more than a muddy mess. Yeah, just a hint of black to that. That might help a little. I don't want too much black. Black is way too overpowering. Just a hint. Come on, thin out a little more. I don't need that much. No, not that much. Maybe not that little either. Okay, we'll see how that does. I am seriously gonna have to watch Bob again. That way I can do my mountains right all over again. Alright, now. Oh man. I bet that was major bum. Are you all buffering? I've got the internet. I've got the internet, you crazy thing. Oh my goodness. My goodness. This is nutty. Uh, paint jobs would sometimes not be translated to paper right. Have you ever seen Uluru in Australia? No. Like in photographs? No. My area of study, I haven't either, Dave. My area of study is Indigenous Australian and Pacific Island literature. Your mountain reminds me of Uluru. Oh, cool! Cool! Well, that makes me feel pretty good. Neat. No, I have never seen it, never heard of it. That makes me feel good. You are seriously gonna do this, YouTube? I am hooked up to the internet. Ain't nothing wrong with my internet. Alright, looks like you all's gonna be chatting to each other, 'cause YouTube is saying I'm not hooked up to the internet, and that's not true. So therefore, I don't know if it's streaming or if it's what. It's irritating. See if anything else pulls up. I mean, ain't no problem. No, that's not what I want. Let's see here. Out of pure curiosity. Oh, you gotta be that way, do you? Fine, you be that way. It's like my shows. Man, that's crazy, 'cause I am hooked up on the internet. My goodness. Nuttier than a fruit cake. Technical difficulty, y'all. And even that's struggling. Man, that is crazy. Maybe the tablet's messing up on the... Are you all, rename back to, okay. That is pretty rad. having trouble, like, I can't get my tablet to pull up anything now. I don't know if it's the tablet itself or what, because it says that it's not connected to the internet, but yet it is. Are you all's doing just fine though, correct? No problem on your side? Alright, I'm just going to keep on painting, so I won't know if the phone goes out or if the internet cuts out, or rather the Streamlab or what. I won't know because I can't seem to get my tablet to pull it back up, so I'm just going to keep on painting. Hopefully it will hold out until I'm finished. Now I don't know what in the world's going on with my tablet. I'm gonna try it one more time here. Like I said, I am hooked up to the internet. I've got full bar and everything. I don't know what in the world's going on. Man, that's crazy. All right, y'all. I hope that the phone stays okay and that you can continue watching me painting, and that I can get this done. This is nuts. Can't even read the chat now. It's crazy. Trying my best to not have this all wreck like that. Oh boy. Let's kind of cap it here. being able to see the chat so I could see what the heck's going on. Okay, let's see if that helped. And there shouldn't be anything wrong. Okay. I had to literally reset up my tablet. I had to turn off the internet and rejoin on the tablet. It's crazy. That is so crazy. Alright, here. I am going to put, I don't want it to be an empty field. I'm not really wanting to put a pine up either. I'm always putting pine trees up. I don't want to overpaint this ivy. I know that if I overpaint it, then it's going to end up looking hideous, and I'll just end up putting it in my discard pile, and I'm really locking this. I'm going to switch to my bigger one. Fill it in faster. How you all think it looks so far? Am I getting off the beaten path, Dave? I think I remember hearing of Ayers Rock. Oh, wow. Well, in that case, yeah, I'm way off the mark. I was considering maybe to make it like a desert, but I just done a desert scene. So, hmm. Let's add, no, if I did that, I might actually screw the thing up. No, I don't want to do that. I really do not want to do that. Hello, Heather. How you doing today, girlie? Awesome. I am like so off on this, on the angle. Mm. Looks like it's missing something. Man, I do not want it to start looking like a cartoon. I can't stand it when my work starts looking like a cartoon. Cannot stand that. Goodness. Sorry, gang. Mm. Trying to gather inspiration from my other paintings here. Just something absolutely wrong about those trees. I bet this would have looked better with just that mountain and nothing else. Betcha, 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 betcha. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, Heather. Thanks. I honestly cannot see what I can add to this that would make it better. If I try to add anything else, there's a possibility that I will make it worse. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was pretty hot here too. It's the index that gets us. It's not the temperature itself, it's that index. Makes it hard. more or less kind of making a mess here, but in a way I'm actually improving it, so the trees don't look right, and it just, the landscape is all wrong. Don't know if I'll be able to cover up those outlines or not. Possible. It really has some good texture on this land. See here. I don't know if I do that. Mountain's almost dry. See what I can do with that old mountain now. I hate trying to go over my work. Is it like cracked up? We ended up with a really good rain Wednesday, but it didn't last. You know, I like what that's shown on the camera. I'm not seeing it in person, but on the camera that looks pretty good. Definitely different. That's kind of odd. I might have just made it burst right there. Who and all's here with me? Cool. Getting kind of late for you, isn't it? It's 9:31 here. Still trying to make up for my little mistake here. I shouldn't have put any trees in, period. I just shouldn't have. I'm not wanting to leave it just like that though. I mean, that's so bland. There ain't nothing to it. Just isn't anything to it. I really don't know what to put on it. I really do not know what to put on this. I'm afraid that if I throw anything else on, it'll just completely mess it up entirely, and then it won't look good at all. Good night, Dave. Alright, I'm gonna sign out of this live stream. This has been weird with the cutting in and out and everything, and I'm so sorry, y'all. I know that this painting is a little odd too, but like I said, I really didn't have an idea of what I was going to be painting, but anyway, guys, I love yins, whoever's left. I love yins and I appreciate yins. Every one of yins have a great night. Good night.